The women in my living room. My husband and I live alone in a house on 24 acres of land. We have family and friends in the area, but for the most part my husband is off at work from 7 to 4 every day, and I'm working from home alone. Last weekend, he and I were supposed to be flying out for a business trip. The day before we left, I got a call from my boss saying I needed to get my drawings out immediately for our asshole client. I begrudgingly agreed to have it done in the next 2 days and told my husband I would have to stay home. He left the next morning at 6:45 a.m. after promising me that he would come back if I needed him for any reason. The rest of the morning was actually really enjoyable. I sat in my sunny yellow kitchen with all the windows open and a hot cup of coffee. I made myself breakfast and drew in my bullet journal. Around noon, I decided to get to work. Hours passed with me hunched over my computer, listening to Bach. The sun began to set, and I realized I really had to pee badly. I looked away from my computer, blinking my eyes to get adjusted to the natural lighting of the setting sun. This next part is hard to explain, so bear with me. I went to the bathroom and felt something snap. Not in my body, but in the air. I have horrible anxiety and have a tendency to disassociate, so I brushed it off. As I was washing my hands, I smelled vanilla. I closed my eyes. I am safe. I am home. It is January 3rd, 2019. It is Thursday. I have 10 fingers. I pressed my hands to the mirror, feeling the cool glass. I walked back towards my kitchen and realized the lights were on in my hallway. I hadn't turned them on. Or I didn't remember turning them on. I must have done it. Right? I tried to think of what I had done on my way to the bathroom. I remembered stumbling out of my chair. My foot had fallen asleep. I remembered walking to the hallway. After that, the need to pee overtook my senses. Releasing that tension was amazing. I didn't turn the lights on, though. I know I didn't. What the hell? My attention was drawn to the kitchen. My computer was gone. The table was moved against the wall. My husband liked it there, but I preferred the center of the kitchen. It clicked then. He must have canceled the trip. He was messing with me. I started to laugh. "Okay, you win. Come out now," I said, turning towards my living room. My heart began to race. There were 2 women sitting on my couch, a blonde and a brunette. The brunette was chubby, with a soft face that looked open and happy. The blonde was small, her face was sharp, and her eyes shockingly blue. They were wrong. This was wrong. Something about them was sick, twisted. It made my stomach churn. I saw their mouths moving, but couldn't hear them. I closed my eyes and listened closely. "Shell, baby, are you okay?" One of them was asking, high-pitched, childish. I hated it. "Hey, come sit down." This one sounded like a smoker. Her voice affected me worse. I felt tears spring into my eyes. I opened my eyes again. One of them, the blonde, was walking toward me. I realized then that my fists were clenched and I was shaking. "What are you doing here? Where is my computer?" I asked. My tone was pinched, but surprisingly even. I was scared. I knew not to make a scene. I knew I needed to play along. "She's having a panic attack." The smoker voice belonged to the brunette. "Come sit down, baby." The blonde tried to touch my arm, and I jerked it away. I sat down. The couch was rougher than I remembered. "Shell," the brunette said, leaning forward. "You're here. You're safe. It's okay." Blonde was standing beside me. Her energy was nervous. It made me feel sick. "Just breathe, baby," Blonde instructed. "Allison, sit. I can't have both of you freaking out," Brunette said. I looked at Brunette. "Allison?" I said. "Yes, she's Allison," Brunette beamed. "You're doing great. You're here. You're safe." "That's not how it works," Allison muttered. sitting back on the couch opposite me. "Where is my computer?" I asked again. "I don't know, Shale. You haven't been using it much lately," Burnett replied. "I just had it. In the, I looked in the kitchen and realized it was painted blue. How in the hell did that happen? "Where's Damien?" My voice took on a sterner tone. They both suddenly looked very concerned. Allison looked at Burnett. "Baby, what do you mean?" Allison asked. "Where is my husband?" I demanded. "Why the fuck do you keep calling me baby?" Burnett spoke again now. "Shell, what year is it?" she asked. I closed my eyes tight. I smelled vanilla again. "It's 2019, I replied. "The couch feels rough, not soft." "Oh, baby," Allison said. I opened my eyes. Her face is less severe now. I realize it's her voice. Her voice makes her look less severe. "Where is he?" I ask again. I'm tasting copper in the back of my throat now. "Shale, it's 2025. Burnett was frowning. Her voice hurts my ears. I hate her voice. I close my eyes again, tightly. I start counting backward from 100. I've heard her voice before. I just don't know where. "Baby, hey." Allison touches my arm. Her hands are cold. I keep counting. I turn towards the kitchen table. I feel the snap again. When I open my eyes, I see my computer on my kitchen table. I sit down in front of it. My phone rings. It's Damien. I answer. But it's a woman. She sounds like a smoker. "Is this Michelle? My name is Elizabeth. Your husband's been in a bad accident. I was trying to get him out, but I can't. My wife is a nurse. She's taking care of him. He ran off the road a few hours ago," he said. "The car flipped into the ditch. No one saw him, I guess. We just passed. We're waiting on EMS. He told me to call you. He... She started to cry. "He wants you to know he loves you." All of her words started to run together. If I listened closely, I could hear a sweet, childish voice in the background telling my husband to, "Just breathe, baby."